You all ganged up against the Biafran people. You fought against the Biafran people. You declared a genocidal war against the Biafran people. And then everybody saw the Biafran people as the enemy of Nigeria. They even put it on the news, and in every segment, they said the Biafran people are the enemy that want to destroy Nigeria, that want to scatter Nigeria. And you all came on fighting against the Biafran people. You fought the war, you slaughtered many of us. Today, what is happening?
More Christians are killed for their faith in Nigeria than anywhere else in the world. Since 2009, Islamic jihadists have murdered more than 50,000 Christians in Nigeria, and more than 20,000 churches, schools, and religious institutions have been destroyed, most burned to the ground. Scores of Christians and several others were kidnapped over Holy Week. Nigerian officials have been, unfortunately, complicit in facilitating these atrocities. At the state level, a dozen Nigerian states implement Islamist blasphemy and Sharia laws. At the federal level, the government looks the other way at Islamist violence. The result is, unsurprisingly, yet more jihadist violence. Last year, I introduced the Nigeria Religious Freedom Accountability Act, which would require placing Nigeria back on the country of particular concern list and impose sanctions on officials involved in enforcing blasphemy and Sharia laws. The U.S. government...
Thank you so much to Senator Ted Cruz, because all your efforts are yielding fruit, and we can see all of it. Yes, if Tinubu did not be in that power, all of you will not come to realize now that pregnant women will be killed or unalive, and that 9 other people will be taken out by the terrorists. Now, people in this community of Katsina, people in Oyo State and Oyo community, people in Kwara, people in Sokoto, people in Plateau, people in Benue can now wake up to face the reality. Yes, you can now wake up to face the reality. Because before you did not live in the consciousness of the reality. But now you now live in the consciousness of the reality. Because everything is happening before your very eye. It is facing your family, it is facing your community, it is facing your babies, women and children, it is facing your homes. And nobody needs to educate you or to remind you of the reality that is happening again. So, if babies, women and children, pregnant woman is being slaughtered in Nigeria, is Nigeria working for you? Is the fall of Nigeria here, or Nigeria is growing? Is Nigeria coming to ruin, or Nigeria is advancing? Oh, the Zoological Republic of the Animal Kingdom is actually coming down. And that is one thing you need to understand. It is only in Nigeria that you hear that a pregnant woman was slaughtered by terrorists. And then nobody does anything about it. Nobody cares. You don't see the politicians moving because politicians are over busy with their political business and their 2027 ambitions of how they want to win the elections and what they want to do and how far they want to go about the elections. That is what Nigeria has become. So you need to live in the reality of the day before you can now be able to tell if Nigeria will work for you, or if Nigeria is falling, or if Nigeria is rising. But as it stands now, the fall of Nigeria is here. So it is now left on the people that are living inside this contraption to see a way of hauling themselves out of this contraption. You either support Biafra or you continue to be stupid and stand idly by while the terrorists are coming to your communities to answer you. This is what the Nigerian terrorists are doing. This is the word we've shown before. This man here, you see, is in the terrorist captive camp. This man now is to be taken out by the Nigerian terrorists. We are showing you the way it is so that you will not say you did not see it. No. You have to be seeing all these things so that you understand and know what is happening and why the contraption Nigeria is called the contraption Nigeria. Because the Nigerian terrorists takes lives. They slaughter, they maim, they destroy, they turn you all out so that when they now come with penny, you'll be begging for your lives. This is the Nigerian terrorists that you've all come to live and to see. Is Nigeria working for you? No. So knowing too well that Nigeria is not working for you, why don't you wake up to support Biafra? The example of how Nigeria is going down is when politicians that went to the polling unit to do their political campaign ends up having 3 votes out of 6,925. This is Senator Ned Nwoko, who is campaigning for Nigeria elections. What do you say? Senator Ned Nwoko is having 3 votes in the election primaries out of 6,925 in this very ward. This is to tell you how the fall of Nigeria is going and how the people are waking up. And there is one thing they need to understand. They can dance this dance that they're dancing now, and they should remember that in 2027, there will be no elections of Nigeria in Biafra land. Yes. You will not do the shambles of Nigeria elections in Biafra land. You can do the shambles of Nigeria elections in Abuja and Kafanchan and every part of Nigeria, but not in Biafra land, because Biafra land is not Nigeria. The Biafran people have taken their stand already. There is a very big shame that is happening out there, because Peter Obi was brought in by the Nigerian terrorist government and also by Britain. And today, a lot of people are realizing that Peter Obi is not selling again. And so now, what do they have to do? They have to now look for Goodluck Jonathan. Yes. They have to look for Goodluck Jonathan now to also place him to play the game. Everybody should understand that in 2023, Obi was running for PDP alongside with Atiku, and then UK government called up Obi and they told Obi, Mr. Obi, you have to come here and create chaos, destabilize the focus of the Biafran people. Why? Because they are very focused. They have created a government in exile, and that government in exile is already going into Washington, D.C. It's having discussions with the U.S. Congress, and is talking with them and having so much of conversations. They are educating U.S. congressmen and women about the fall of Nigeria and how Britain created Nigeria and how they designed it to their own favor. And now you have to come to be the destabilizer. You have to come and pose yourself as a hopeless hope, as a hopeless savior, a deliverer that will come and give them hope. This will go a long way in destabilizing their focus on the Biafran mandate. So Obi came. Yes. Obi came on a mandate. Obi came on assignment. Obi delivered and lured many of you. That was when many of you were shouting obedient, obedient, obedient. You all became obedient. And you were shouting Obi 100, Obi 120, Obi 150, Obi 50, Obi 100, Obi 90. After the whole show, Obi collected his money. Yes, because it was a deal. The same UK government placed Tinubu in power, and Tinubu has been ruling Nigeria to this day. And just a few weeks ago, the same UK government invited Tinubu to the Royal Castle in UK. They gave him a very befitting banquet and he enjoyed himself with his entourage. And they assured him of the continuity of the British designed Nigeria to the killing of more babies, women, and children, which you have just seen that is happening today. Since Atiku, or since the past government president have been in power to this day, what has changed in Nigeria? And since Tinubu went to the royal family at the Royal Castle in UK a few weeks ago, what has changed in Nigeria? Nigeria has only degenerated. Nigeria has fallen from point A to Z. It is going down on daily basis, destroyed. If it is the Nigeria that is only being destroyed by itself for better, but it is the lives of the innocent babies, women, and children that are going down on daily basis, going down on daily basis. Now, did you ask the UK government, oh, you just pledge assurance to keep Nigeria as one and to make sure their allegiances continue. What has been your intervention in stopping the genocide that has been happening in Nigeria since the day that you hosted President Tinubu with his family and with his government of criminality? You have not asked the UK government, right? It is the work that they use Peter Obi to do, so that at the end of the day, they will place APC in government and PDP, a terrorist government that slaughters babies, women, and children. Now, the UK government have seen that Obi is no more selling, because everybody now understands that Obi came to play the card of UK. And I don't know why many of you are so stupid, honestly. I don't know. UK government, I don't know why many of you are so stupid. UK government brought Obi to you. The same UK government also brought Tinubu to you. The same UK government now was hosting Tinubu and they congratulated Tinubu. They sang the praises of Tinubu. They want Nigeria to continue even as the genocide is happening. They did not even talk about the genocide. This is the same UK government that pushed Obi to all of you to be your president. It's the same UK government that also pushed Tinubu on the other side. So they were playing a chess game. They placed Tinubu one side, they placed Obi one side, and they are all playing one chess game. At the end of the day, they only make sure one person will come out, which is Tinubu, while Obi is only there to distort your brains and to destroy your mindset. So that all of you will think, oh, Obi 50, Obi 74, Obi 75. Today, the same UK government, we're paying homage to Tinubu government. But remember that it is the same UK government that called Obi to UK office and told Obi, you have to go leave Atiku and go and create Labour Party. But it's the same UK government that are clapping for Tinubu, while they now set Obi in to come and play the chess game to destabilize the brains of all of you, because many of you are working with emotions. It is the same thing that is happening now. Many of you have been in Biafra struggle for 20 years. Because of your emotions that you attach to the leadership or the leaders that started the struggle of Biafra, when another person comes out and wants to do it in a different way, you say no, because of your emotional attachment. You would rather remain in the contraption of Nigeria, and then you will work to destroy the effort of the new person that is coming to add a difference. Mazi Moneba came to join the struggle to add a difference. You people came together and then wrote a letter and sent it to EU and said they should imprison Mazi Moneba. And they should imprison all Biafrans, including me, including the PM in America, including all our senior citizens that we have in Europe and in the UK and America. You say they should pack all of them, go and put them in prison because they are demanding for Biafra. They are demanding for the release of Mazi Nnamdi. One of the top priority of Biafra Republic government in Israel, when it was formed, or when it even started as autopilot, was to demand for the release of Mazi Nnamdi and to make sure we continue on every strike that will cripple Nigeria, delegitimize their existence, to make sure Mazi Nnamdi is released. But we saw some of you coming together now to write letter to send to Europe and say they should imprison all of us because of fighting for the release of your leader, which you started the struggle with, which I was not there when you started with him. Or we just came to join now, and then we are asking for his release. You say, why should we be asking for his release? We should allow him to die there. We should allow only you people to ask, and we should allow only you people to be the one to fight for the Biafra. No. This very generation and this very dispensation of PRGI are no pushovers and are no slaves. We don't look faces. We tell you the way it is. If you're not comfortable, you go and jump into the lagoon. Yes. Because Biafra is bigger than all of you. The glory of Biafra is to be given to God and cannot be given to any man. So do not think that all of you can destabilize Biafra. It is these emotions that you use that the UK government have seen you finish. And that is why they have to bring Goodluck Jonathan this time to come and join in deceiving many of you. Because they see that they have brought Obi before, and many of your eyes now are open against Obi. You now know that Obi was playing a game. Obi was sent by UK, while the same UK placed Tinubu there and then brought Obi on one corner to cause the confusion against the Biafran people. Now, Obi Nyash don't open as far Nyash. What they have to do now is that they have to look for another person which they see that all your heart will be emotionally attached to. You see, Britain knows what they are doing. Anytime they look for a way of destroying the focus of Biafran people, they will look for somebody that they know all of you have emotions for and love to see in the circle. And the person must be from the Biafra territory. That is why they have presented Goodluck Jonathan to all of you now. That is why they have presented Peter Obi as another option. Then you now check this their screen. You see, they put Atiku here now to be the North. I want to ask you a very pertinent question. If you have been told in Nigeria that the population of the North is bigger than the West, which is Yoruba, and the East, which is Biafra. Now, I want to ask you, all these Iberi-Ibes, I want to ask you how you intend to make Obi the president of Nigeria, and how you intend to make Goodluck Jonathan the president of Nigeria, and how you intend to make Seyi Makinde the president of Nigeria, and how you intend to make Tinubu the president of Nigeria. If only the North have been mapped out to capture the biggest part of the map. If you're mapped out to capture the biggest part of the map, what does that simply explain to you? What that simply explains is that the bigger the geographical population or the area, the bigger the people that will, or the greater the numbers of the people that will participate in the electoral process. Now, can you tell me that where you have a smaller number that has been circled out of population, where Obi is, or where Goodluck Jonathan is, or where Makinde is, or where Tinubu is, that you will use that number to overcome the entire North, which they have mapped it out like this? You see how they have mapped out the North. The North tends to take over the entire space, and they put only one candidate there. They put who? ADC. You see, I love the way the North plays politics. Yes, because they play the politics with their brain. It's not many of you that are being so foolish and you say you're going into politics when you are just learning. You don't know anything. Just look at what is on this screen. The North draws a borderline and they push in only one person. And that one person that they push in is who? Is Atiku. Now, who is contending with Atiku? Nobody. So that means the entire North are going to join hands to give Atiku the support. There is no Northerner that will come to give Goodluck Jonathan the support. Even if Goodluck Jonathan look for one Northerner and stand beside him. Even if Obi looks for one Northerner and stand beside him. Even if Makinde looks for one Northerner and stand beside him. Even if Tinubu looks for one Northerner and stand beside him, that Northerner will not be able to make any change with the population that the Northern region will use in unison to capture the election cycle. This is one thing you should learn from the Northern region of Nigeria. How they are able to use these tactics to clean up your idiosyncrasies and your stupidity that stinks in the name of you are one Nigeria. And you will continue to be stupid. Yes. You will continue to be stupid because the Northerners will continue to use their brain to outnumber you. Because your own brain is blocked. Because your unity lies in your Biafra identity, your Oduduwa identity, but you want to forcefully make Nigeria to work. And that is why Nigeria is happening to all of you. Because you are not living in the reality. So, kudos to the Northerners. Yes, the showdown will begin. And they say, Isha Allah, the way they put it. That's the way they put it. They say, Isha Allah, the showdown will begin. A people that are united and they project only one candidate. Compared to you now, that is very stupid, who is bringing up two different candidates from your region. Southeast and South-South, as they have splitted them, is Biafra territory. This is Biafra. Now, Southwest, Makinde and Tinubu, this is Southwest, Oduduwa territory. And here you see the Arewa. I don't know where they have fused or infused the middle belt into. You see, when they want to divide the criminality of Nigeria, they will now disappear the middle belt from the map. They will disappear the middle belt from the map when they want to design their criminality. But when they want to eliminate the people of the middle belt who are predominantly Christians, they will now bring the map out and then they say, let us see where the people of middle belt are. But now that they want to do elections and dissect the country into segments, why are you not showing us the middle belt on this very map? Why are you only projecting Southeast, South-South, and Southwest? Where is the middle belt? And then why are you only showing us the North? At this point, you are not showing us Northeast, North Central, Northwest. Now they see the tactics. We are not saying North Central, Northwest, Northeast, not North, not open or not close. We are not saying not open and not close in this very place now. We are only saying one North. One North. One North of Nigeria. Why are you saying only one North of Nigeria? Because it is time to play the game of politics. It is time to play the game of politics. And so that is why we have to see only one North. We're not saying North Central. We're not saying Northeast. We're not saying Northwest. We're not saying North. Oh my God. I love the way these people play you people chase game in Nigeria, because you are all fools. And you continue to remain fools forever because you don't want to wake up. So, Biafran people, the Northerners are the people that have realized and knocked out Peter Obi. Remember how they knocked him out of ADC? After understanding that it was used by UK and UK wants to use him again against them. And now they have gone to bring Goodluck Jonathan to put on the circle again. So our message is very clear. No elections in Biafra land for whatever reasons. You cannot kidnap Biafrans, lock them up, and then you expect to conduct elections in Biafra land. It will not happen. Now, here on the screen is one of the teachers that were kidnapped by the Boko Haram terrorists. This teacher in Oyo State has been slaughtered by Boko Haram terrorists. We are just trying to give you a recap of what Nigeria is putting together and what Nigeria is all about, and asking you whether Nigeria is going forward or Nigeria is coming down, or whether it is working to your own interest or it is working against your own interest or your own existence. This is a teacher that went to school to work, to teach, and to make money to bring to the family. Boko Haram terrorists kidnapped this man with other colleagues in school and other pupils. And they have killed many of the pupils. Over 80-something are still inside the hands of the terrorists. They demanded for money. The money has not been released to them. And yet, they have killed one of these teachers. That is the headline from Daily Post, which says, bandits reportedly behead abducted Oyo teacher. They made this video before they executed him. So my question is Nigeria falling or is Nigeria rising? The fall of Nigeria is here. Dr. Michael Rubin said, if Biafra is not let go, Nigeria will see no peace. So we are watching to see, and we are asking you this very simple question. Is Nigeria working for you? Is Nigeria working to your own interests? Are you benefiting from Nigeria? Is Nigeria giving you pain? Is Nigeria giving you agony? Or is Nigeria making you to enjoy life? The earlier you wake up and join the Biafra struggle, the better for you. Nigerian terrorist government, especially under the watch of Tinubu, is making the work of Biafra easy. Yes. That is why we are looking as the zoo is falling gradually. And we are waiting to pick the pieces. Because Biafra is here. If you did not know that Biafra is here, then ask your friends, what are you saying to believe that Biafra is here? Then we will explain to you that Biafra is here. It is happening live and direct. And the terrorists are falling. Tomahawk bombs are going on them. But do not expect that the Tomahawk bombs will go on these terrorists for no just cause. America is using American taxpayers' money to bring down all the terrorists. And when I read the statement from Senator Ted Cruz and the Department of War Secretary Page Edge, you saw that anyone that is a threat to Christians and to the Americans, you must be brought down so that when you finish with the Christians in Nigeria, you will not come and slaughter the Americans. So they must be very, very vigilant. That's one thing we love about America. They don't take it easy with the terrorists, and they must do what they have to do to save the life of humanity. The only country that are so ready and willing to take care of the terrorists. Yes, for those of you that are crying that Tinubu have not given you electricity, you are all bunkers. I want to ask you, did Buhari give you electricity? Did Goodluck Jonathan give you electricity? Did Yaradua give you electricity? Did Obasanjo give you electricity? Ah, okay. The God of Biafra is using Tinubu to make Nigeria come to an end now. Yes, this Tinubu regime, Nigeria must come to an end. And every indigenous people in Nigeria must be free. Yes. The same way God used Pharaoh and hardened his heart during his own time is what is happening now. All of you must collect woto woto. So stop crying. Nobody should be crying that Tinubu did not give you electricity. I just ask you now, did Obasanjo give you electricity? Did Yaradua give you electricity? Did Goodluck Jonathan give you electricity? Did Ibrahim Babangida give you electricity? Did Gowon give you electricity? How many of these presidents have lived in this country and are no more now? They did not give you electricity, Abi. So Tinubu will give you electricity within 1 year. What Buhari did not do for 16 years. How many years has Buhari ruled Nigeria? The last time he just ruled now, I think that was 8 years. I think he ruled before another 8 years or whether even 12 years. So when you add up together of how many years that Buhari has ruled Nigeria, he did not give you electricity. You want Tinubu to give you electricity now. Thunder fire you with your electricity there. Electricity will not come in Nigeria now. Yes. So that all of you will wake up and face the terrorists and face the reality that Nigeria is on a suicidal slide and that Nigeria is on a time bomb and that time bomb is exploding and is consuming everybody. It is not time to look for electricity because you did not look for electricity since. It's not now that Biafra people wants to be free that you want to come and look for electricity. Electricity cut your mouth there. Mad people everywhere. So, the terrorists that are fighting so hard to destroy this contraption, or all of you that are thinking that it's going to be business as usual, you're making a very grave mistake. All the terrorists must be brought down. That is number one. Terrorists are not brought down. Many of you will not wake up because many of you are sleeping. And the way the terrorist is going in and taking care of many of you is waking many of you up from sleep. You all must be awake to see the fall of Nigeria and see how God is going to bring Nigeria to an end. Yes. Meanwhile, Gumi is telling you that because of the fact that America is dealing with their terrorists, that it will bring more of their foreign terrorists to come and join the war. This is not a statement that should be taken lightly. It's a statement that should be dealt with. Gumi is telling you that because America has come to destroy the second-in-command ISIS terrorists, which he himself has been supervising all of them. Gumi now says more terrorists will come in from other parts of the world to come and join the Nigerian terrorists so as to kill the Christians. We love the show that we are seeing and we want it to continue. Because if something does not happen, the Nigerian terrorists will not be taken down. And all of you that have been ignorant of what is happening will not also wake up. So it's time you wake up. Oh. Wake up, Biafrans. Do not keep quiet today. Now, Biafrans, they call on all Biafrans, make you wake up Wake up today to face the needful, because the terrorists are all here. Wake up, dear friends. Come and face these terrorists. Wake up, Christians in Nigeria. Face the common enemy, the common threat that is here for all of you. If you have been sitting on the fence, come down from the fence. The time of sitting on the fence is over, because the terrorists are moving every day and they are looking for who to take out. So if you don't wake up and join the moving train, maybe you may be the next person to be taken out. Now, the picture you see on the screen is another woman, one of the teachers that were kidnapped. And this other lady was also kidnapped. And there is a toddler. There is a baby that is suckling the mother breast that was also kidnapped by these terrorists. This is what Nigeria has become. And this is why we say, wake up, Biafrans, do not keep quiet. The terrorists are here and Nigeria is falling. All these people you see here are in the hands of Boko Haram terrorists now. Now tell me why American president, America does not need to come to crush the terrorists. Can you explain to me why America don't need to crush the terrorists? When they have killed uncounted numbers of Christians. And Gumi stated it categorically that the terrorists are killing for them to have money to fight the genocidal war. Hey. So they are killing and kidnapping is to enable them to have money to fight the genocidal war. That is how address the issue of the terrorists kidnapping your mothers, your baby, women, and children. Giving a thumbs up that they have the right to kidnap you, that it is part of the mandate that they must use to raise funds for Islamic Jihad. Let's listen to Gumi.
Fight government that has helicopters, is bombarding us. So you remove the pressure, the need for the money is there. When you go there, you don't see any luxurious life. You don't see any luxurious life at all. They are living in huts, they have nothing, they drink from sometimes from the stream. So I don't think we can say that they are used to a luxurious life that they won't live it. Actually, they don't even know it with all the money they get.
Sheikh, like you said, they are under pressure. Government is bombarding them, and according to what you say, they are saying that it looks like they are under attack. So maybe they are acquiring weapons to protect themselves. But then again, if the pressure is that much, why don't they renounce banditry? And are they also considering the lives of those that they are also taking, and the lives of people that they are also making, unlivable?
Okay, you see, if they leave banditry, they won't have source of financing their war machine. The question you ask, why are they fighting them? You see, the herdsman has gone through a lot of hardship. No government has really actually sat down to see into their plight, to modernize them, to even spend anything. Not one kobo of our Nigerian budget goes to them. And now they feel they are.
Did I just hear that not one kobo of the Nigerian budget goes to the terrorists? So meaning that Nigerian budget is supposed to have been allotted to the terrorists. Terrorists who kill our babies, women, and children. it should have been added to the Nigerian budget. This is the Nigeria you find yourself, where terrorists should be given preference after killing your babies, women, and children. They tell you that you should pay them for raping your mothers, your women, and children. Anyway, the pictorial view on the screen depicts how the American government bombed these terrorists. Yes. And this one is the one that happened yesterday, being the 17th. While there was another one on the 16th. So, we appreciate the US government for taking these terrorists out. Now, in this video you see here is another set of terrorists. These are the ones that have kidnapped these people for over 2 months now. And they have them in their captivity. And they have not released them. And they are waiting for the government of Nigeria or the owners of these people to bring money to them before they release. You see the person that kidnapped people is wearing slippers. The AK-47 he has in his hand is giving them 72 hours. Or whether 7 hours that was written there, let me see. 72 hours. He's giving them 72 hours. That within 72 hours, he's going to waste all these people that you see here. The question is, where is the Nigeria that all of you are calling Nigeria? Yes, tell us where the Nigeria that you all call Nigeria. Where terrorists are the ones controlling the country, they are the ones mounting security, they are the ones taking charge of everything, they are the ones deciding your life, and they're the ones telling whether you will live or not. You still call this Nigeria? This your Nigeria is gone. Wake up. Wake up. This is Tinubu government. And this is Boko Haram terrorist government. We are calling on all of you to wake up. 87 students were taken out by the terrorists in this place. 87, and when you hear of 87, the number is not accurate. Because Nigerian government can never give you, or Nigerian media can never give you the exact figures when you ask them of the figures. Why? Because they deprive you of database system. So they wouldn't give you the exact figures. So that when you're dealing with the statistics, you will not be able to get all the facts straight. So they have to give you falsified figures. So invariably the numbers of captives are more than what you see that they put here. The fall of Nigeria is here. But we must appreciate the American government who are dropping some bombs on these terrorists in Nigeria. Now, if you are a Christian, if you are a Biafran, and you are in the contraption Nigeria, and you are not aligning yourself with the reality of the day, and you are on the fence, come down from the fence. Because you have a government. Else, your family may be the next victim of these Boko Haram terrorists. Because the more you continue to play this I don't care game, or I am ignorant of the reality, the more the terrorists are drawing closer to your communities and coming in. Don't be surprised of what will happen next. Because what will happen next will shock all of you. Before American government came back this far now to come and touch the Nigerian terrorists, how long has it been? And how many of you have been slaughtered this far? These are the realities you need to live up to. Because if you don't live up to these realities, you will continue to allow the terrorists to invade your communities and to destroy your lives. Wake up, everyone. Yes, it is a message for everybody to wake up and to face the needful, because the terrorists are here and the terrorists are not smiling. But the Biafran people always and always wins. The Biafran people have only one government, and that government speaks for the Biafran people. So those that are crying and lamenting, you can enjoy the show while it lasts. Yes, because when you run up and come down, you meet the brick wall. Yes, only BRGIE. Only BRGIE. Only BRGIE. So, going forward, Voice of Biafra Television will be having the call line open for people to call in. You can call in with this number only on WhatsApp. If you don't call in today, because we're just launching the line today, you may call in some other time in our subsequent programs. And we wish to appreciate all Biafrans who are doing the needful for Biafra to come. And we call on those that are on the fence to come down from the fence, because the fence is not very conducive for everybody. You come down from the fence, please. Join forces with Biafra Republic government in exile and work so hard to see that Biafra is restored. Yes. We need Biafra to be restored fully with everything that we have in us. So if you have been on the fence all this while, and if the terrorist picks you up on the fence tomorrow, what will you say? Arise and shine, the Biafran people, for your time has come.
The reason for us not taking order anymore from the DSS dungeon is to
Same way you listen to that message from the beginning.
order, no order from DSS dungeon. The reason for us not taking order anymore, order, no order from DSS dungeon. The reason for us not taking order anymore from the DSS dungeon is to...
Same way you listen to that message from the beginning. We are not taking orders from DSS dungeon, from Nigerian prison. We are not taking order from Finland prison. The reason for that is to protect those our leaders, to protect Mazdam Nekarim from prison, to protect Mazdam Nekarim from prison. So any order that is coming out from prison now, from Finland and from Nigeria, from these leaders, we are not taking that order. because it is for their own good. They can't be in prison and be leading people that are here and be giving orders. Because if we use what they are saying to do anything, it will implicate them and they will not come out again forever. They will be dead and gone inside prison because everything we will use their name to do will implicate them. So we are not taking orders from them in prison.
We've got our leader. We want our leader to be safe. We want to exonerate our leader from anything that Biafrans will be doing for his own best interest. So
anything that we shall be doing going forward in 2025, 2026, 2027, or till Biafra comes, as far as our leaders are in prison, we will not tag their name. We will not put that they are the one giving the order, or they said this, or they directed this. It is for their own good. It is to keep them away, because if we put their names, it will be used against them. So for all of you that are using our leader's name, Simon Ekpa name, Mazinam Dekano name, and then you say he is giving order, he's telling you to come and do this, telling you to come and do this, desist from it. And all of you that are trying to follow that a message that Emma and the rest of them are sending to you, you are digging the graves of our leaders that are in prison. Stop it, because you're going to implicate them the more. Somebody cannot be in prison and be the one giving you orders here.
any actions that Biafra people will be taking in Biafra land, you don't attach Mazinam Dekano to it.
Any action that Biafrans will be taking, BRGI, Biafra Defense Forces, Biafrans in the homeland, any Biafran taken for Biafran quest, don't attach Mazi Simon Ekpa name to it or Mazinam Dekano. Don't tag their name to implicate them.
Any action that Biafrans will be taking in Biafra land for the freedom of Biafra, the freedom of Mazinam Dekano, and freedom of all prisoners of conscience, you don't bring Mazinam Dekano to it.
This message was delivered, if I'm not mistaken, in early January of 2026. But Prime Minister Simon Ekpa echoed that message, I think, in 2022. Yeah. 2022 or 2021. So, the Biafra Republic government in exile re-echoed that message again in 2026. When we have seen that Nigerian terrorist government, no, I think in 2025 we re-echoed that message. When we've seen that Nigerian terrorist government want to start using that distraction to cause chaos and the heights and the achievement that BRGI has achieved so far. That message has not changed. And the stand of BRGI is as it is and how it has been before now. It is only BRGI that speaks for the Biafran people and speaks for the leaders of Biafra, both in prison and those that are working out here who have been taken off their liberty. Biafra Republic government in exile is the government of the Biafran people. And no negotiation of whatsoever will happen for Biafra or to Biafra without BRGI and the US government serving as a mediation with Nigerian government. Our leaders in prison are prisoners. The people that kidnap them and lock them up there, lock them up so that they will not have a voice, so that they cannot continue on the mandate. They cannot give them voice inside the prison to speak for you or to lead you from prison. It is a calculated template of how to use their calamity to destroy the cause of Biafra. Because many of you will come to the conclusion that, oh, you are so emotionally attached to your leaders and your past leaders and they are inside prison. And so when they send a message from inside prison, I will ask you a very simple question. Between you and your past leaders that are inside prison, how many of them see sunlight and eat the food that you eat? How many of them can go to party? How many of them can go to the farm? How many of them can decide their fate? How many of them can embrace their wives and children? How many of them can eat when they want to eat and take decisions for themselves to their own comfort at will? How many? None. They are all in prison. Their liberty has been taken away from them. But you, your own liberty, you have it, that is working as a free man. Between a man in prison and you that is working free, who should be thinking of what to do to save somebody? Who should be coming with a strategy to save somebody? Who should be speaking for the people? It is only when many of your friends are dead and gone that you
Voice of Biafra TV, the voice of truth, the voice of the people.
There is only one broadcasting network.
Voice of Biafra TV,
The first, the best, and the last.
Voice of Biafra TV.
We lead, we shine, we last. The first, the best, and the last.
From the east to the world, hear the truth unfold. No other station does it better. Truth be told, real stories, real power, real Biafran soul. Every day, every hour, we taking control.
Breaking every silence.
It's good you have to all back on the show. This is Voice of Biafra Television. And you're all welcome to Voice of Biafra. It is Friday night. Nigeria has been on a time bomb. And suicidal slide is exploding on a daily basis. Welcome to Voice of Biafra Television. Friday night, live and direct from Voice of Biafra Television. As we do it normally, it is the voice of truth, the voice of freedom, the voice of justice, the voice of our people, the voice of the oppressed, the voice of the kidnapped, the voice of those that their communities have been taken over, the voice of the Christians that yearn for freedom, the voice of the Biafran people, the voice of those that needs international intervention to freedom. But that freedom will not come until you wake up to face the needful. And as usual, today we have to join the Biafra Republic government in exile live from Washington, D.C. as the Prime Minister will be addressing the Biafran people. So the transmission will be coming in from there. Join us in a few minutes as we take a short break. You're all welcome to Voice of Biafra Television.
Voices rise, standing for the people, opening their eyes, strong and unshaken, both for all to see, broadcasting the future.
Voice of Biafra TV.
There is only one broadcasting network. Voice of
And don't forget, the phone number on the screen is for you to be able to call into the studio when the lines are open. But for now, you can pick up your phone and then dial the number and keep it handy. So, I'm connected and live to Washington, D.C., where we will join the Biafra Republic government in exile headquarters. The Prime Minister of the Biafran people. Can you hear me from your transmission, sir?
I can hear you. Am I coming out?
Oh, Yes, very good. Welcome to Voice of Biafra Television. And without further ado, welcome to the podium. Greetings from here.
Thank you very much, Minister of Information. Biafran people appreciate you. Thank you very much, you and the entire team. Greetings to the Biafra Republic government in Ezra, cabinet member, reps and admin, and also the de facto government in Homeland. Greetings to all fellow citizens, both those that believe in what we are doing to be free from this Islamic jihadist terrorist state of Nigeria, and the non-believers. Salute you and live. One day you will join this freedom fighting. We believe one day you will realize that it's time for you to fight for your freedom, just the same way we are fighting. You are all welcome. Before I proceed, I will love Minister of Information to play what is happening in Southwest. I think one or two videos, especially from Ibadan. And if we can recount or recall which region have that happened before. Please, Honorable Minister of Information, see if you can kindly play this video for educational purpose, please. Thank you very much.
That's our community. 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 That's our.
Thank you very much, Minister. For over 50 years, Biafran people have been massacred, butchered, tortured, raped for over 50 years. The world kept quiet. Our neighbors, our fellow countrymen and women, as of that time, kept quiet. Rather, the Southwest, Middle Belt, the North, they colluded. Exactly what you are watching on that video from Ibadan. Biafran people have run out of their homes. They have been massacred. They have cried. No help. The Biafran people asked the Oduduwa Republic, the Southwest, to go and have their own country and secure their border. Rather, they colluded with the Islamic jihadist terrorists. They call the terrorists their brother. They call them their friend. The Biafran people asked the people of Middle Belt, go and worship your God. Have your own country. Rather, they call the Middle Belt, they call the terrorists their friend, brother. Look at what is happening today. What we Biafrans have went through for years, is happening to the people of the Oduduwa extraction. These people we are watching on the screen not happening in Benue. It's not happening in Middle Belt. For over a year now, the people of the Middle Belt have stormed Washington, D.C., calling on America for help from the hand of these Islamic jihadist terrorists. What about the Southwest, the Oduduwa, the Yoruba people? Are they also going to storm Washington, D.C. and cry for help? Or are they going to fight for their own country? They have everything that they can survive with. They have a workable airport, seaport. They are well educated. They can survive on their own. The Middle Belt can survive. The North can also survive. The North have gold in Zamfara. Nothing gold belong to the people of Zamfara. But the oil in Biafra land the North also claim the oil. We the Biafra people are not even enjoying mineral resources in our land. But the mineral resources in the North claim that they belong to them. They own it. In our own case, we don't even have right to what is coming out of our land. The North have gold. They can survive with their gold. If they don't let Biafran people go, Ibadan, Lagos, Akure, Kwara, Shagamu, Ondo, all these places will be worse than Somalia. If the Middle Belt don't fight to exit Nigeria, or if they don't fight alongside the Biafran people, the Middle Belt will be worse than Somalia. We Biafrans have been fighting for years for our freedom, for their freedom. We educate them. We let them know that it will be better off for us to go our separate ways. Just the same way our forefathers used to live. As of that time, we live in peace. Not in pieces. Before 1914, Biafran people live in peace, not in pieces. Before 1914, the Middle Belters live in peace, not in pieces. Before 1914, the Southwest Yoruba people live in peace, not in pieces. Before 1914, the North have their territory, they live in peace, not in pieces. If we are going to live together and die just because of one Nigeria, it's better we go our separate ways. It breaks my heart to see innocent Christians, innocent civilians being massacred, whether from the Southwest, whether from the Middle Belt, whether from the North. Nobody deserves to die. All life matters. Whether white life, whether black life, whether orange life, whether yellow life, all life matters. Because our God created all men equal in his image, and he wants us to live. Only people that deserve to die are the terrorists. Those that want to unlife others, whoever that want to take life that they don't give, these are the people that deserve to die. Yoruba people, if you want to save life in your land, if you want to save your citizens, rise up. Fight for your freedom. Demand for your freedom. Rise up. Dream of Yoruba 1914. How peaceful that territory is. The Middle Belt, rise up. If you all don't rise up, you will all die. And for the innocent citizens that have been massacred, accept our condolence. And for the living, do what is right. Fight for your freedom. Be free. If you don't fight, if you don't demand your freedom, whatever happened to you, enjoy the show. Obasanjo killed Biafrans in millions. Obasanjo, I hope you see what is happening in your land today. And I believe you will wake up tomorrow, you will wake up on Sunday morning, and you will attend your church with offering to wish of the God. Do you worship the living God, or you worship a God that sucks blood? If you're truly a Christian, if you truly love your people, if you truly love humanity, if you don't want to be part of this blood shedding, why not speak up? Your voice matters to your people. Educate your people. Tell your people to let Biafra go. If that don't happen, the massacre, how you people massacred Biafran people, I keep saying karma is real and it will continue. It breaks my heart to see innocent citizens being killed. But at the same time, it shows that we Biafrans have a brighter future. Because the Nigerian terrorist state and this Islamic jihadist terrorists are validating our claim that is true. Nothing but the truth. For years, we Biafrans have been complaining, talking about the insecurity. That's actually one of what led to the genocidal war. When the Biafran people decide and say enough is enough, we are exiting Nigeria. Because we can't live in a country where the government sponsors terrorism, where the government colluded with the terrorists, where the government reinstate terrorists into their military. We can't live in a country that want to Islamize us and impose jihadism upon us. We can't live in a country, instead of us all practicing secular law, then Sharia will be imposed on Biafran people. We are Christians and not Muslim. And we hold so dear in Christian Judeo value. That is what brought our civilization so far. We are not going back to 1,000 years ago. We are moving forward. Please, Biafran people, when you see all this event unfolding from all corners of Nigeria, how they are crying, lamenting. Rejoice, because your freedom is here. And if we don't want to be running like what is happening in Ibadan, people running out of their home, we need to defend our land. The terrorist state of Nigeria have given us all the legitimate reason for us to carry arms to defend ourselves. Since the government cannot defend the citizens of that region, since the government of Nigeria have come to be the terrorists that are killing Biafran people, we have the right to defend ourselves, to defend our children, our women. We have the right. It's our God-given right. My fellow citizens, in numbers, in a few days or weeks, a lot will be happening. And it's already happening. The Nigerian Biafra Republic, the same way they waged war on leaders before us. They have waged war on us from Washington because they believe without Biafra Republic government in exile that Biafra will not come. The forefront of this war is now be fought here in Washington, D.C. Since we are on self-defense, fighting to survive, to defend our land and to live, God that created the heaven and earth must surely be on our side. And we also appreciate the United States of America for going after the terrorists in Nigeria for over 2 years plus. We've been educating members of the Congress, telling them what is happening in Nigeria, exposing the atrocity of the government of that disgraced evil forest called Nigeria. So it's high time you as Biafra support your freedom, fight for your freedom. Thank you very much. I just want to make this briefly so we can go to question and answer, just in case we have Biafrans that want to call in, and rejoice that your freedom is here. Rejoice when you see what is happening all over Nigeria. Remember, this is what we have experienced before now. So let's see what will happen. We will all tune our TV, be watching the show from Ibadan, from Lagos, from Oyo, see how they're crying. When we Biafrans are crying, when we be massacred, these people did not even pity us or come to our rescue. The table is turning. We will be watching the show. And as we Biafrans, Christians, our arms are open. We will welcome Christians from the Middle Belt, even from the minority north, from the southwest, that want to live and let live, that will come in faith to Biafra land. As long as they abide by our law and way of life, as long as they don't come with terrorism, we will welcome them to our land. If the Oduduwa Republic, if they want to let their land go to this terrorists, we will welcome them in Biafra land. That is the legitimate reason they need to come and support Biafra people and fight so we can defeat this monster that have come to kill us all. Thank you very much, Biafrans. Found your freedom. Our freedom is here. We only have few individuals apart that are working with the terrorists. They are holding our key, the key to unlock the gate or door to get in Biafra. And these individuals that are working with these terrorists, we must take them down. We must chase them out of our land. Thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you. God bless United States of America. God bless Biafra Republic. Thank you. We'll be taking some questions for those that want to call in. God bless you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. We're live and direct on Voice of Biafra Television, and that was a transmission from the Biafra Republic Government in Exile headquarters in Washington, D.C. From the office of the Prime Minister, relaying message to the Biafran people on the way forward and how they have to key in and brace up with the situations of the genocide in Nigeria. If you have been seated on the fence all this while, it's high time you be on your feet, because the terrorists that they themselves created by the Nigerian government are not backing down, and they are ready to take out everyone. And that wasn't the only video which emanated from Yoruba land today. There was another video. Let's see if we can bring the other video to the screen as well, so that you can also see. And the line is open to everyone, and you can bring in your questions and your calls and contributions. The Prime Minister will be in the studio to take some questions and attend to your calls for those that have some doubt that needs to be cleared. So this is also part of what happened in Nigeria today.
Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Wetin happen? They won't enter now, they go full for that part. Ó yá, èyí tẹ́ bá lè gbẹ̀yìn mọ́tò yẹn kú. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Ẹ dúró, ẹ farabalẹ̀, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Bandit. Why una see them? Ẹ lọ gùn látẹ̀yìn, ẹ gùn, ó yá. Ìrẹsà, ìjà lọ, ọ̀tá bá lè tó, a máa padà. A máa padà wá, àwọn tá a bá lè gbé a máa padà wá. Let's come back and pick your name. Ṣé gbọ́? We will. Let's go. Àwọn tá a bá lè padà wá tó a máa tó. Ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀, kò sí nǹkan. Ẹ fọkàn balẹ̀.
So the video you just watched happens to depict children or pupils or students that ran out of school and also on their way seeking for succor from the police car. And they were calling on the police car to give them succor, that they were ransacked and pursued by the Fulani terrorists. This one is Ekiti State. And the one the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government we've played before was Ibadan. Yesterday, we saw it from Oyo State. And we also saw from Kwara, we also saw from Benin, we also saw from Benue, we also saw from Niger State, we also saw from Plateau State. So what everybody should understand here is that it is not a war that needs to stay one place, because the terrorists are fully out and they are ready to escalate the conquest agenda with all the capacity that they have. So it is incumbent on you that want to remain stupid and to be sleeping and to stand idly by to watch, that will become the next victim, because the terrorists will still take you out and there is nothing you can do about it. You can only grumble. But to the Biafran people, we are calling on all of you to wake up. If you're still sleeping, wake up, because the war is on and the terrorists are on and they are ready to take out anybody. This is Voice of Biafra Television, and you can call in to this very program. Prime Minister is available to you in the studio with us, joining us all the way from Washington, D.C., America, and is here to attend to your questions.
For the Biafra homeland, in the soil where our fathers bled and fell, our children wake to the morning bell. They speak our tongue, they dream our dream, but shadows gather from the northern stream. If jihadists take over our sacred land, our churches will be razed and burned down. Our voices will be silenced. No more markets, no more songs of old. Our daughters will be veiled like masquerades and stripped of their dignity and womanhood. Our sons will be humiliated in slave chains. Awake, O Biafran sons and daughters, the hour is late, there is no other time. Your silence now becomes a chain that binds the land in endless pain. Diaspora shore, together we open freedom's door. Biafra is calling, her spirit strong and true. Contribute now, the future waits for you. Warning to those in homeland, they come with sword and holy book in hand, promising peace while conquering every land. Fulani herdsmen turn to invaders and settlers, taking farmlands and destroying our green vegetation. If we sleep and let the takeover succeed, our Biafran blood will flow like stream of water. Terror and fear will take over where children used to play. Mothers, fathers, youth of Biafra land, your contribution is the protection that will hasten our independence and freedom. Donate the money, the brick, the tools our government needs to actualize our independence and freedom. Unity and resources will guarantee our safety and freedom. To diaspora Biafrans, you fly across the ocean, safe and far, building empires under foreign stars. But hear the cry of the motherland in chains. Your brother slaughtered, Your sister's kidnapped, raped and beheaded. If you turn away and refuse to give and donate, the fire dies and our children cease to live. Your millions scattered will become a curse, wandering forever, strangers in every place. No root, no nation, no flag to call your own. Your grandchildren will ask why you left us alone. The risk is real, extinction in disguise. A people scattered till their memory dies. Biafra calling all, from Biafra streets to Washington's busy lane, from hills and valleys of Biafra to Atlanta's rain. Lawyers, doctors, traders, engineers, send your skills, knowledge and power to support your only government. 1 million voices, 1 million hands can birth our nation today and now, and save our people from these burning sands. Not by bullet first, but by clear vision. Fund the diplomats, the media, the lobbyists, the attorney, who are our voice in Washington, D.C. Rise, Biafra, this is our time to shine. Every contribution draws our freedom line closer, from homeland soil to diaspora might. We must find our freedom to reclaim our right. No more begging, no more second place. Biafra rising with glory on her face. Invest, contribute, donate today to Biafra Republic, government in exile, under the leadership of Prime Minister His Excellency Ogechekunke, who is engaging United States congressmen and policy makers in Washington, D.C. for the freedom of Biafra, the land of the free and the brave, the land of the rising sun. This sun has risen to set no more. Donate and fund your freedom now. Donate and fund your freedom now. Donate and fund your freedom now. God bless Biafra. Donate and fund your freedom now. Donate and fund your freedom now. Donate and fund your freedom now. God bless Biafra.
Voice of Biafra TV, the voice of truth, the voice of the people.
There is only one broadcasting network.
Voice of Biafra TV,
The first, the best and the last.
Voice of Biafra TV.
We lead, we shine, we last.
All right, the first caller on the line today. Welcome to the program.
Sir?
Good evening from here. Go ahead.
Am I coming?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Good evening. Good evening, good evening. I am really happy for this voice of the Africa, telling us what they want, and mean that we are no more on just social media. We are on the reality. So, yeah, it's my pain also. Yes. What touched my heart always Why is it that our people don't love good things? They don't love their faith. Anywhere faith is, that is where we gather. So that was possible. And with this television and with this government that's working, they know that it's working. I think that those spiritual groups supposed just to do one thing. They're supposed to do one thing that say, just to say, I'm sorry for where I was going before. And now I confirm that this is working government. I think that will solve the whole confusion they are creating in the heart of authorities. Because while they are getting problem with spiritual groups, and that at the same time they are being used by those illicit governors. I mean, illegitimate governors of the southeast, and illegitimate government that is not working. The fair government, they always stay focused on hearing from them and prepare them. You know, high time they will get those governors, at least, in their side, because of sit at home, because of our agitation and our sit at home protests. So we just go and destroy them and go to lock up the women. If we continue to posting that any person that disobey him by sitting at don't have a husband, the president people to come out. You know, with this thing, is it not high time those Biafrans that are afraid of what the government will? You know that these people want to put them alive into hell. The internet market, which is open for that this is 400 years ago. That market here, our ancestors are, going there with buy and sell. Our forefathers. But the small boy called because of he had been converted to Islam. And directly, he converted to Israel, and that is why go here to please the caliphate by destroying the fact of the walking up. Now, high time they will begin to disobey. That is my question. Even high time our people, begin to obey this indeed and defect going free well, and they are not for them. If
Maxi, caller on the line. Caller on the line. Caller on the line. Can you hear me? Caller on the line. Can you hear me?
So even the PGs, so government, because it's becoming with other dangerous problem.
Caller on the line.
But
Can you hear
they are
me?
the one that
Can
are
you hear
doing
me? Caller on
terrorists.
the line.
Those are doing terrorists in the land. And they don't have time for people to follow this government. Because I know that this government now is working on is on the content of this government here. Just people is the people that play this the reality of cancer. Cancer is here already.
In the
This
land,
question is why is it not high time though?
I've gotten your question. Let us address
So
it.
there is basic governance. So
Thank you.
that's
Thank you. Thank you.
thank you, sir.
Just stay off the line so I can listen to the answer from the TV that you're listening to. Thank you very much. Before the Prime Minister will even attend to such question, I want to caution all Biafrans who are bringing merchandise, business market in the middle of war. You should be thinking of your life, not market and business, when everybody are running and dancing. The Prime Minister, over to you.
Honorable Minister of Information is kind of echoing, so I didn't really get all the question. But if you do, you can just relay the question to me. So, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's listening to the big device, so you can go ahead. Let us see on the phone. He has to listen to the device and then he gets a response.
I said the question. Can you what? I didn't really hear the question when he was speaking. I think it seemed like he's listening from his TV set or something
Okay.
like that.
Yeah. His TV set was echoing back. His question is that there are people in the homeland that are being pursued in the market. They are going into the market, and then the governors and the senators of one Nigeria in Biafra land are threatening them of if they observe it at home, if they do this and do that for Biafra. Whether it's not high time for them to come out, seeing that other people are running from their homes because of the terrorism, it is not high time for them to come out boldly and identify themselves with Biafra. That was the question.
Oh, thank you very much. That's a good question. Like what is happening in Ibadan and Oyo, right? If you tell people of Ibadan or Oyo that it will be happening yesterday or today, they will say how? Because the terrorist is their brother, is their friend. But it's happening today. So our Biafran people, like just months ago or years ago, I used to lament a lot, talk about what we need to do. It's up to us. If we want to deal with this once and for all, that is what it is. If we want to be quiet and let all these illegitimate governors to be bullying us, is what we allow them. But if we want to say enough is enough, we know what to do. We hold them accountable. We deal with them. But we are not going to allow one or two individual to hold everyone hostage, or that's just not going to happen. So it's up to the Biafran people. When we say your freedom is in your hand, our freedom is in our hand, so that's what it is. It's to us. If we want to remain the way we are, that for over 100 years, nothing to show for it. And Nigeria never helped no one. Nigeria never, instead Nigeria hurt us, kill us, even in million. If all these traders, every time we talk about fund your freedom, if all of them come together, bring their ejima money, support, we'll be able to have what we need to defend our land. We'll be able to have what we need to even defend them while they are the market. If they don't want to do that, they should enjoy the show. The best we can do from Ezra here, we will fight, do everything we can to let Washington DC work with us. And at the same time, we are concerned about what is happening in the homeland. then the people at homeland, the Biafrans that we are trying to rescue to save their life, if they are not yet ready, time is coming. They will be the one asking, saying, where will they put their money? Where will they put their AJ? Time is coming. They will be the one crying out, say, enough is enough. But it's like Biafra land is too peaceful. If Biafra land is not peaceful, by now, I believe everyone, both from Obi Kubana and let's say, for example, Obi Kubana want to travel to his village. The place is not motorable, or he's not able to get to his village. That is when he will know that how do you even say that? So that is when he will know that the time have come. So we have tried, to defend our land, to chase these terrorists out. That is why you see what is happening in Middle Belt and in Yoruba land today. Because in our land, we, the Biafran Republic government in exile and Biafrans that have been supporting, we have really tried. Our people say that who God help, also you need to help yourself. Heaven help those that help themselves. So if they want the massacre to start before people will wake up, I'm not going to say let that be, because it's horrible. It's heartbreaking to see your people being massacred. But if Biafra don't step up, and if that's what's going to make Biafrans wake up, all we want is freedom. So we are not going to take because of one or two person, then the rest of the millions of people will die. That will not work. Please, caller that just call, if you know those that you can educate from homeland, talk to them, tell them to wake up. And they can see that Oyo, Ibadan, they are not running. People are running, if you tell these people yesterday, few days ago, they need to prepare and secure their land, they will say, no, one Nigeria. Look at what one Nigeria is doing to them. There's nothing like one Nigeria. Nigeria is fraudulent. It's a scam. It will never work. We can't be Nigeria. We are Biafrans. We will live as Biafrans. We will die as Biafra. Thank you very much.
Thank you, PM, for tending to that. Biafra, the voice of Biafra television is live and direct, and the call line is open to everyone listening to us all over the globe. This is Friday night on Voice of Biafra television. We take a short commercial, and when we return, we take more calls.
The first, the best, and the last. From the east to the world, hear the truth unfold. No other station does it better. Truth be told, real stories, real power, real Biafran soul. Every day, every hour, we taking control.
Breaking every silence, letting voices rise. Standing for the people, opening their eyes. Strong and unshaken, both for all to see. Broadcasting the future.
Voice of Biafra TV.
There is only one broadcaster network. Voice of Biafra TV. The first, the best, and the last. Voice of Biafra TV. First to speak, best to watch, last to everlast.
Voice of Biafra TV. Voice of Biafra TV. Holy war, holy war. Voice of Biafra TV. Only one, no only one. Only Biafra homeland, in the soil where our fathers bled and fell. Our children wake to the morning bell. They speak our tongue, they dream our dream, but shadows gather from the northern stream. If jihadists take over our sacred land, our churches will be razed and burned down. Our voices will be silenced. No more markets, no more songs of old. Our daughters will be veiled like masquerades and stripped of their dignity and womanhood. Our sons will be humiliated in slave chains. Awake, O Biafran sons and daughters, the hour is late, there is no other time. Your silence now becomes a chain that binds the land in endless pain.
Rise, Biafra, rise and take your stand. Fund the freedom with your money and your hand. Every dollar, every pound will hasten the independence and freedom of our nation, where our glory shall be found.
From village square to the diaspora shore, together we open freedom's door. Biafra is calling, her spirit strong and true. Contribute now, the future waits for you. Warning to those in homeland, they come with sword and holy book in hand, promising peace while conquering every land. Fulani herdsmen turn to invaders and settlers, taking farmlands and destroying our green vegetation. If we sleep and let the takeover succeed, our Biafran blood will flow like stream of water. Terror and fear will take over where children used to play. Mothers, fathers, youth of Biafra land, your contribution is the protection that will hasten our independence and freedom. Donate the money, the brick, the tools our government needs to actualize our independence and freedom. Unity and resources will guarantee our safety and freedom. To diaspora Biafrans, you fly across the ocean, safe and far, building empires under foreign stars. But hear the cry of the motherland in chains. Your brothers slaughtered, your sisters kidnapped, raped and beheaded. If you turn away and refuse to give and donate, the fire dies and our children cease to live. Your millions scattered will become a curse, wandering forever, strangers in every place. No root, no nation, no flag to call your own. Your grandchildren will ask why you left us alone. The risk is real, extinction in disguise. Our people scattered till their memory dies. Biafra calling all, from Biafra streets to Washington's busy lane, from hills and valleys of Biafra to Atlanta's rain. Lawyers, doctors, traders, engineers, send your skills, knowledge and power to support your only government. 1 million voices, 1 million hands can birth our nation today and now, and save our people from these burning sands. Not by bullet first, but by clear vision. Fund the diplomats, the media, the lobbyists, the attorney, who are our voice in Washington, D.C. Rise, Biafra, this is our time to shine. Every contribution draws our freedom line closer, from homeland soil to diaspora might. We must find our freedom to reclaim our right. No more begging, no more second place. Biafra rising with glory on her face. Invest, contribute, donate today to Biafra Republic, government in exile, under the leadership of Prime Minister His Excellency Ogechikunke, who is engaging United States congressmen and policymakers in Washington, D.C. for the freedom of Biafra, the land of the free and the brave, the land of the rising sun. This sun has risen to set no more. Donate and fund your freedom now. Donate and fund your freedom now. Donate and fund your freedom now.
Welcome back to Voice of Biafra Television, the voice of truth, voice of wisdom, the voice of courage. And Saturday and Sundays, the Biafran people gathers under the auspices of the Biafra Republic government in exile to raise funds to support the freedom of Biafra. If you see babies, women, and children being butchered in the homeland, and then you sit down crying and wailing and calling on President Donald Trump to come to your aid, I have two questions for you. How much are you giving to President Donald Trump to kill the terrorists in Biafra land, in Nigeria, for you? Do you pay your taxes in Nigeria to the President Trump in America? The taxes you pay in the market in Onitsha, in Calabar, in Uyo, in Enugu, in Rivers, in Bayelsa, in Delta, in Imo, are you paying those taxes to the United States of America? Do you know how much it costs the United States of America to come with their Tomahawk missiles and bombs to bomb the terrorists in Nigeria? Who do you think are paying for these weapons of mass destruction that has to be used to destroy the terrorists in your communities? That's why you need to understand that you have to fund your freedom. Your freedom will not come from America. We've seen women and men and children, young and old, crying and lamenting in the street of Nigeria. How could you be so myopic? When you created the terrorists in your country, and when you voted your government into power, was it Donald Trump that voted them into power? So why are you calling on Donald Trump to come and kill the terrorists for you? What are you doing with your own taxpayers' money? You pay tax to the Nigerian government. You work for the Nigerian government. You populate and increase the economy and the growth of the Nigerian government. And they make so much money from what you pay in. The oil and gas in Nigeria and all the resources is what is being used to finance the terrorism that is happening in your lands. Yet, you are not calling on the people that created the problem. You are calling on President Trump. You are calling on American citizens to bring their own taxpayers' money to come and kill terrorists for you. What happens to your own money? That is why the Biafra Republic government in Israel are urging all Biafrans to come out with their own money, come out with your blood and sweat. As you have the Biafra Liberation Army already putting their lives on the line for Biafra, you don't expect them to now bring their blood and you stand and then watch and see how they are suffering fighting for Biafra. You have to, the same way the American citizens, the workers in America, their taxpayers' money are being used to protect America and to even come and protect you by going after the terrorists. You should bring your own money to come and fund the freedom. Saturday and Sunday, the Biafran people gathered to raise funds to defend their land, to annex their freedom, to amplify their voice on the diplomatic and political outrage in Washington, D.C. Don't sit on the fence and don't be left out. Come and join to make it a reality. Because the war that is fought in Israel, in Iran, Ukraine and Russia, and the terrorists that invaded Israel the Hamas terrorists that invaded Israel in October 7, they did not come with empty hands. They came with money that they derived from their people to come and slaughter you. So war is not fought with empty hands. You will not defend your land with empty hands. American Department of War will not also come to defend you with empty hands. They need somebody's taxes. They need somebody's resources, which is those that are working in America. You in Nigeria would not even love and allow your taxpayers' money to be used from Nigeria to go and defend another person in another country. But this is what the leader of the free world is doing because they don't want to see humanity annihilated. Come and support the Biafra Republic Government in Exile fundraising in the town hall meeting. It is for your own good. Welcome to Voice of Biafra, and do not be on defense. Prime Minister, you have something to say? You're still in the studio.
Yes, you know, Biafran people, when we see what is happening in Southwest today, that reminds us before 1967 how Biafrans have been massacred in the north, how they ran out of their home. You know, we Biafrans, we have went through a lot in the hand of this so-called Nigeria, and just because of the hatred, they have, you know, with the Biafran people, that hatred is actually what is eating them up today. And that hatred is what is killing the Southwest and the Middle Belt. After the war, Honorable Minister, there's this video after the war that kind of, you know, talked about one of the reasons why they don't want, they hate Biafran people with passion. Because Biafran people, we are hardworking, we are industrious, we are people that can make something out of nothing. So I think it's high time that both the Southwest, the Middle Belt, you know, take this their hatred aside and fight for their own freedom. We are not even asking them to fight for Biafran freedom as of this time. Let them fight to be free, to even secure their own land. You know, that will help every region. If the Middle Belt is fighting, if the Southwest is fighting, and we Biafra is fighting, it will make it easier for all of us to go our separate ways and be able to manage our territory and be who we want to be. And there's some few videos I want you to play, if possible, so that you can see what is happening in Yoruba land today, exactly how it started in Middle Belt. Please, if you can just play some of this video, it will really be helpful for those that don't know what is going on. You know, when we keep preaching, talking, they thought we are joking. And I'm glad that now they are feeling the heat. On the other hand, I'm not happy that innocent citizens have been massacred because no life, no one deserves to die. So maybe what is happening will be eye-opening for them. It will be the reason why they will say, oh, let us all go our separate ways. Maybe this will be the, you know, they will now see what the Biafran people, why the reason the Biafran people have been fighting to be free from Nigeria. Then for them that believe in one Nigeria, then let them enjoy the show and stop complaining. And there is this young man from Southwest Oduduwa Republic. He was lamenting and believing that Nigeria would be better. How would Nigeria be better? Why the government of Nigeria is sponsoring the insecurity that is killing the same citizens of Nigeria? It can never be better, rather it will get worse. So hopefully what is happening will be a game changing, and they will start lamenting or asking for their own separate Oduduwa nation. And I can't wait to see them in Washington, D.C., just like the Middle Belters. From 1967 to 2000, or even before 3 years ago, the Middle Belt, they are not in Washington, D.C. trying to lobby or trying to, draw United States of America to come and help them. So all of a sudden, now they remember they have been killed, they are now being massacred, and the Oduduwa people, we haven't recalled them seeing them in Washington, D.C. here asking for America to come and save their rights too. So maybe very soon we'll be seeing some hearing in Washington, D.C. about how America will come and defend Ibadan, how America will come and deal with the terrorists in Oyo State. I believe it's a welcome development. So we are all in this together now. So the difference is that we are fighting to exit and to get a better Biafra. Then for the Nigeria, they need to fight to exit and have their better North Nigeria. Then the Middle Belt need to fight to have a better Middle Belt. Then the Southwest Yoruba need to fight to have a better Yoruba. If that don't happen, they should stop complaining. And for you as a Biafra, instead of complaining, why not you support your freedom? Let's fight this fight once and for all, so that we can gain our freedom. And our Biafrans, fellow citizens that live in diaspora, for example, those in Canada, do you know how hard Canada fought? Do you know that Canada have fought war, not one, not two, not three, not four, for them to enjoy the Canadian dream today? What about United States of America? America have fought brutal war after war, war after war. Even as I'm speaking, we all know what is happening in the ongoing war in Iran. They still keep fighting. They even extend their hand of humanity, being this for now the savior, because that's what it is. Being a country that care about persecuted Christians and minority, they extend their hand of fellowship of goodwill to even come to wage war against the terrorists in Nigeria. So those of you in diaspora, the country that you are enjoying, you have some have free education, basic, healthcare, good road, electricity, economy, and a lot of people in abroad, out of 99.9% foreign born, they are able to get a job. So, and they are enjoying. Those in Biafra land don't have this privilege. They are not enjoying it. You that is living freely here, ask yourself question. The country that you currently reside, do research. You will see how hard they work, how they fought, how hard they work, how they able to put their country in a better position that they are today. That make you have from your own land to their own country for a better life. Please fight and support your freedom instead of complaining. Your freedom is in your hand. Minister of Information, if you're able to get any of this video of what is happening from the Oduduwa Republic, because we are paying key attention, because that area is very critical to our freedom as well, because we want all the region to feel the heat, what we be feeling, and they laugh at us, they call us name, they colluded with the Nigerian terrorists to kill us more. So now they are the one running. They have not started running. It breaks my heart to see the casualty, innocent people being massacred, killed from that region. But at the same time, I think what is happening will be a game changer. Thank you very much.
There are still plenty of Nigerians who say that Richard Lindley, News at 10, East Central State, Nigeria.
Because of the hatred they have for the Biafran people, that is why what is happening in Nigeria today happening. So these people on the screen running are from the Oduduwa Republic, the Yoruba people. They didn't see this coming, I think it's high time they do what is right. Thank you very much.
They came for farmers in Zamfara. We said that's the north. They came for children in Kaduna. We said that is the north. They came for traders, worshippers in the plateau. We said that's the middle belt. Then they came for southwest, a region we all thought was safer and different. Who will fight for us? Abdul Samad Toib is 4 years old. Christiana Akambi is 2 years old. Statistics. These are children who left home for school and are yet safer and different. Who will fight for us? Abdul Samad Toib is 4 years old. Christiana Akambi is 2 years old. Idowu Taiwo, 4 years old. These are not statistics. These are children who left home for school and are yet to return home from school. The teachers are not even left behind. Mrs. Rachel Alamu, the principal, was also kidnapped. The assistant headmaster, Mr. Joel Adesina, was shot. And the most gruesome, most brutal, most heartless of this situation at this point is the beheading of the mathematics teacher, Mr. Michael Oyedeokun, on camera. And this did not start today. Started as far back as 2014 with the Chibok girls. We have slowly normalized insecurity and lack of safety for children, teachers at large in this country. Mr. President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the IG of police Olatunji Riwan Disu, and all commissioners of police in Nigeria, it is time for action. Action that speaks louder than press conferences, press statements, summits, or anything you want to say. Actions that produce results. Because Nigeria must be safe again.
So they are still hoping for Nigeria to be safe and to be revamped. Oh my God. When Boko Haram terrorists are taking over the whole place, and then you're still hoping in Nigeria to regain stability, that means you're living in a fool's paradise. These are the kind of people that have caused the death of those babies, women, and children that he talked about. Because if he did not believe that Nigeria would be better, he would have alerted those babies, women, and children in time, and then they would know that they have no hope, that it is a hopeless hope that does not exist. So they wouldn't have been hoping in Nigeria. They would have been looking for alternative. We have a caller on the line that is coming in, and let's see if we can take the call. Caller on the line, welcome to the program. And that sounds like CEO is Amobi.
Yes, good evening.
They were watching again. Welcome to the Voice of Biafra Television.
For into series of Biafra and there. You know, I don't have a question, but I have a contribution to make concerning this Nigerian situation. Like the video you just played, the present situation that we are all talking about in Nigeria did not start today. Evidently, since 2014, the think it was in April that Chibok girls were wrapped. Around 14th of April, 2014. Since then till now, over 20 schools, over 30 schools have experienced the same thing that happened with Chibok girls. Even Amnesty International in 2014 reported that over 1,700 students have been kidnapped in Nigeria since 2014. And nobody asked, where are these children? Now it has gotten to the point where they kidnap toddlers and nobody even says a word. Because it has become a norm. The video you just played is explaining how it happened in the Middle Belt. And the PM even explained it here. Some people thought it would stop in Middle Belt. It never stopped there. It kept coming around to everybody. All these people now are asking for protection. In the case of Biafra, we are lucky. And in as much as we are lucky, we are still misusing the luck that God has given us. The fact that we have experienced the brutality of the Fulanese is giving us the awareness to prepare as much as we have. All we need now is for our people to rally around and understand that the same way it migrated from Boko Haram Chibok girls into the Middle Belt and today into Yoruba land, bordering our own land. And we shouldn't forget, there are communities in Igbo land, in Biafra, that are deserted. In Ehamufu, we have cities that have no people occupying them anymore. In Uzowani, they have done the same thing. And not even quite long, they went by the riverline area and killed our people as they wanted. So it has been happening in Nigeria and within our territory too. But when it gets down to kidnapping children and it does not say a word, does that not tell the people that the government has capitulated to the terrorists? The Afghanistan situation is about to play itself in Nigeria, where there are soldiers by day and terrorists at night. I saw some other video from around the Port Harcourt area, and they were asking the people to send them police and all these checkpoints for kids that are about to be kidnapped in schools. As if the people don't know that the checkpoints, the soldiers that are in the checkpoint are the terrorists. So if you are a Biafran, to avoid these things from happening to our people, it is time that we all come together and do what we are supposed to do. We shouldn't be begging people to support their freedom. And you cannot be enjoying freedom where you reside in your different countries, and you can't care about our people. You're waiting for America to use American taxpayers' money to fund your own liberation. Now is the time. Our people back home, the one bottle of beer that you're saving right now to support your freedom goes a long way. So we should come together. Support our government. The truth is, the Afro Republic government in exile and the de facto government in homeland is what is going to drive us fully into our freedom.
So we should keep our differences aside, put our energy together and fight our common enemy. Our common enemy is the Nigerian terrorist state and those who are behind them. America has done great. America told you that Kwankwaso, who is a running mate to P2B, is an active terrorist funder. So if you're in any way trying to align yourself with P2B and all of that, it is all in the same pot. Our only option is Biafra. These people who are killing people today, they are all after their Sharia cause. Our only option is Biafra. Hold your freedom. Thank you so much, my Prime Minister, for speaking to us and answering questions. Biafrans, and come up and ask those questions that you want to hear, those things that you want to be addressed. Pick up your phone, call in and ask your questions. Thank you, Minister of Information. We appreciate you for the work you're doing. Thank you.
They were honorable to you. Thank you so much for calling. Thank you so much. All right, this is Voice of Biafra Television, and the line is open to everyone. We take a short break, and when we return, we continue.
Voice of Biafra TV, the voice of truth, the voice of the people.
There is only one broadcasting network.
Voice of Biafra TV,
The first, the best, and the last.
Voice of Biafra TV.
We lead, we shine, we last. The first, the best, and the last. From the east to the world, hear the truth unfold. No other station does it better. Truth be told, real stories, real power, real Biafran soul. Every day, every hour, we taking control.
Breaking every silence, letting voices rise. Standing for the people, opening their eyes. Strong and unshaken, both for all to see. Broadcasting the future.
Voice of Biafra TV. There is only one broadcasting network. Voice of Biafra TV. The first, the best, and the last. Voice of Biafra TV.
First to speak, best to watch, last to last.
Voice of Biafra TV.
All right, we have another caller on the line. Caller on the line, can you please lower your TV? Can you lower your TV and listen to the phone? Caller on the line, can you lower your TV? Turn off the volume of your TV and then you listen to the phone where you're talking from. All right, you will have to call back while he will modulate the sound system of his television. The line is open to everyone and you can call in. Ask your questions to the Prime Minister live and direct from Washington, D.C. And also ask concerning questions that has been bothering you. And what you also want to see, which you expect to see in the coming Biafra and how you can contribute to the coming of Biafra. Prime Minister, you have something to say?
Minister of Information, what baffles me is that instead of this Nigerian terrorist state going after the terrorists like Sheikh Gumi, Kwankwaso, what is this vice president name of this disgraced country?
Shetima.
What is this? Whether their name serves sometimes. What is his name again? Shetima. Instead of the Nigerian terrorists going after these terrorists. They want to spend their energy going after people that are fighting for freedom, like somebody like me and you. You know, when I call Nigeria a disgrace, evil forest, or sometimes shithole, some like don't use that word shithole. The people are not shithole. The entity as Nigeria is a disgrace, evil forest. It's actually shithole is better. You know, it's even better that to describe them. You know, with something more vulnerable, more worse than that. A country that don't care. Look at these villages or this community that people are running from. The government not going to even care about the citizens there. They're not going to even find how to return them back to their home. No, you see no Nigerian security going to rescue or protect these people. What a disgraced country. Sometimes when I said if I have what it takes to burn that entity down, I will. Because if you don't, Nigeria will burn you down. If you don't burn Nigeria down, if you don't destroy Nigeria, Nigeria will destroy you. Like these people running from Ondo or Ibadan. Are they running from Nigeria or Nigeria running from them? Who is running from who? Who is chasing who now? So it's high time people wake up, face reality. Like the young man that was just speaking all this beautiful ground. After all that, so we don't solve the problem. The same people that this young man is calling to solve the, look at him there, to solve the problem. They are the cause of the insecurity. The vice president is the cause of the insecurity. They sponsor the terrorist that is chasing people from Ibadan. Can you just play the video one more time so that people can listen and see how stupid this some people in Nigeria have turned to be? Cowardice. The same country that is killing you, sponsoring these terrorists. You are calling the same sponsors of these terrorists to come and save you, to come and fix the country, like COS said earlier. What is happening did not start 1914. Sorry, no, it did not start 2014. It started after 1914, after the amalgamation. Biafrans have been massacred time without number. They have chased Biafra from Kaduna, from Sokoto, from Zamfara. You know, Biafrans have been victims of this way before the war. It's one of the reasons why we said we can't live with these people. Thank you very much.
Louder than press conference. They came for farmers in Zamfara. We said that's the north. They came for children in Kaduna. We said that is the north. They came for traders, worshippers in the plateau. We said that's the middle belt. Then they came for southwest, a region we all thought was safer and different. Who will fight for us? Abdul Samad Toib is 4 years old. Christiana Akambi is 2 years old. Idowu Taiwo, 4 years old. These are not statistics. These are children who left home for school and are yet to return home from school. The teachers are not even left behind. Mrs. Rachel Alamu, the principal, was also kidnapped. The assistant headmaster, Mr. Joel Adesina, was shot. And the most gruesome, most brutal, most heartless of this situation at this point is the beheading of the mathematics teacher, Mr. Michael Oyedokun, on camera. And this did not start today. Started as far back as 2014 with the Chibok girls. We have slowly normalized insecurity and lack of safety for children, teachers at large in this country. Mr. President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the IG of police Olatunji Riwan Disu, and all commissioners of police in Nigeria, it is time for action. Action that speaks louder than press conferences, press statements, summits, or anything you want to say. Actions that produce results. Because Nigeria must be safe again.
Yeah.
They came for farmers in Zamfara.
Caller on the line, can you hear me? All right, go ahead. Welcome to Voice of Biafra Television.
Thank you, our Honorable Minister, once again for the great work you're doing for us. It's immense. I've always held the opinion that history will never forget you for all your sacrifice. Let me also salute His Excellency, our Prime Minister, for his doggedness and for the work he has for Biafrans. Because with all that is happening, we'll as well say, well, let it perish. But he has put his life on the line. I want to thank him so much. You see, when we look at what is going on in that heated country, that is the best country, sometimes one begins to wonder, when they kill you today, they kill you tomorrow, and when it is clear that the military and the security agencies in Nigeria are part of the terrorists that are killing you, like the young man that was speaking, after all, he made all the beautiful speeches and chronologically enumerated where it started and how it spread it. He ended up calling this same government that has been killing them. This is where sometimes it's very difficult to understand. You said it was in the north, you say it was in the north. You say it was in the tree, you said it was. Now it has come home. We are on very dozen. And if, like the Prime Minister said, if all the regions will wake up and stand up, where they are freedom, this nonsense will end. I've never been able to take my mind off the man that mathematician teacher was slaughtered just like a goat. I keep wondering, and these terrorists, they are so heartless, they are putting the front of the children. So looking at the whole, we are taking the right step by seeking for our independence. Because it is very unthinkable that we, Biafrans, can live together with these savages, these terrorists that have no value for human life. Yes, it started in the north. Yet it has been spread. And yet it's now in the south. Can you imagine that it is now in Oyo State? Can you imagine that Ibadan, which is very close to Lagos, less than an hour drive, if the road is okay, less than an hour drive from Ibadan to Lagos. Look at the children running. Look at the children running. Look at the police side to. Police also is running because I heard the police say we will come back to take the rest of the children. Which country will what is happening in that zoo? And the citizens will remain nonchalant. This is unthinkable. And I just want to call on Biafrans. The Biafran Republic government is your salvation, it's your savior. If you want to wait until what is now happening in the southwest comes to the Biafran, if the government, the Biafran Republic says, okay, they are handing off, then what happens? That means it means that because Biafrans are the main target. Whatever you see happening from the north, from the middle belt down now to southwest, they know that we are the ones that can resist them. So the earlier Biafrans wake up and support their government, which is the Biafran Republic government, the better for them or for us. Because I'm a Biafran. This killing is clear that the government has RNA. One of the presidents of Nigeria sometime ago, I think that was the other Abacha, said, if there is an insurrection in the country, and it lasts for more than 24 hours that the government hand is involved. And that's exactly what we are saying. Look at Tinubu, who is from the southwest. His own very region, then what kind of president is he? What kind of human being is he? His people are crying. And he doesn't seem to behave as if he knows what he's doing. I don't know what kind of a father he is. Let's forget about presidency. Let's forget what kind of a father he is. He's still a human being. This is a country that the vice president is one of the co-founders of this country. And Nigerians are just crying and calling every day, calling on the same people that are killing them. Okay, Rumi is moving out with police escort. And I hope Americans' eyes are on Rumi because he's one of the agitators of what is going on. Okay, so I don't know, where is he? Have they raised their voice to one day condemn what is going on? But each time you will see them talking about Israel, you see them talking about what America is doing. Have they only raised their voice to condemn the atrocity that their people are committing in the country called Nigeria? This is so sad. It's so sad. And we don't have any alternative other than to opt out. That is the only alternative. Okay, I was listening to one of the news. I was told, I read that in Afghanistan, a law has been passed that children, young girls of 9 years, are to be married out. And like that's a law passed. This is exactly what is coming to Nigeria. So the earlier every region rises up to defend themselves, better for them. Because what we are seeing is an agenda of jihadists. It's global. It's global agenda. But where my joy is, God at this time raised a man like Donald Trump, who is saying no to this agenda. So, dear friends, supporting the government. If you can support your government today, I can assure you tomorrow our independence will be here. Our Prime Minister has a slogan that's why he's here, because he knows what he knows. But there's no government that can run without finance. Look at the wars going on all over the places. Is it Ukraine? The Ukraine man is always joking all over the world, asking for funds. Dear friends, don't commit suicide. This is suicidal. To fold their hands and say, okay, we're not going to do anything. You better fund their government so that the salvation will be complete. Because Nigeria is dead and the killing is spreading every day. There's a news that in Banana Island that Fulanis robbed up to 4 or 5 houses. In Banana Island, which is the highest status area of Nigeria, I want to mention the highest status in Nigeria is Banana Island. So, thank you all. Thank you, my president, my prime minister. Thank you, my honorable information. Every one of you in the cabinet that are working assiduously to make sure that we are out of this mess. I want to thank every one of you. What is happening today did not take us unaware, but it's taking the Yorubas unaware. It's taking the North unaware. Because now they can have been saying for many years. And even from 67, our forefathers saw it. So we have no choice other than to get out of this. And anybody saying that we must stay here, that person must go down. Thank you so much. Let me stop here.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Kola. Thank you so much for calling in, and we appreciate your input. That's quite educating. That's why we encourage everyone to call into the Voice of Biafra television while it's on so that you can air your views and also contribute and also put your questions through. There is something we used to say in school, back then in nursery school or primary school or secondary school or even in the university or higher institution or tertiary institutions. You see, the person that stands up in the class to ask a question is regarded as a fool just for 5 seconds. But after that question has been asked, you see that 99 million fools that were in the class now become clever from the question that person that they had assumed to be a fool asked, because they now get enlightened. Apparently, the 99 fools in the class did not know the answer to that question. But when they saw that one person stood up to ask the question, they say, oh, this one is foolish, he doesn't know anything. So he's asking a question. But at the end of the day, none of them had the answer to the question. And they all learned from the answer that was given to the question that one person that they assumed to have been a fool for 5 seconds, which he put through to the entire class. So we appreciate everyone, and it's good to have your voice on the television tonight. And it's also intriguing to hear that while you were calling in, you are watching Voice of Biafra television live and direct from your television in the homeland. And then the TV volume was coming up very loud, and we had to tell you, cut it first. Go and reduce the volume of your television before you can come back and call again. So Biafrans are watching their TV channels live and direct from Nigeria and entire Africa using the satellite dish. And it's very simple. Just follow the instruction that is running underneath the program. Get a decoder or contact a satellite dish installer to join the millions tuning in to listen to the message. It's very easy. The frequency is there. With the decoder that you have, the frequency or the satellite dish installer will be able to configure and to search automatically. Your Voice of Biafra television will be picked up on your satellite dish because it's on air, it's available on the server. So just get the dish, get the satellite installer, let them come and install the dish, connect to your television, and then when they search the frequency, it will pick up and it will be safe and secure there. Anytime you on your television, you just go to Voice of Biafra, VOB television. You sit down and then you watch and see what is happening. Thank you so much. So the line is open and you can call in, please. Call in and hear your views. We take a short commercial and the line is open while you call and then we pick your call. Oh, we have a caller on the line. This is a caller coming in from Canada. Honorable calling in from Canada, you're welcome to Voice of Biafra television. You may go ahead. Yes, so you're lucky today. Welcome to Voice of Biafra television. Very loud and clear. And today you're joining the Prime Minister from Washington, D.C. live in the Voice of Biafra television. So you may go ahead, please.
We appreciate you, sir. We love you. We thank you for your sacrifices. God bless you. Your labor of love will not be in vain, and you will be rewarded by Elohim. Thank you, sir. It's a pleasure speaking this evening. Yeah. So, Akbarao, I'm so sorry. My Minister of Information, I want to thank you so much. I'm so sorry I didn't join the program at the start. I started listening just a few minutes ago. But I will make my comments based on what I listened to a few minutes ago. Fellow Biafrans, you listened to the video played by Information Minister. the young man in his brown suit, after speaking all the grammar he could speak, ask him what is the way forward. You can see that he has no solution. Rather, he's calling on the same failed government to come save them. Something he knows that is a charade. It's something that is not going to work. So, my people, there is no hope in Nigeria. As this young man, in his last statement, he said, because Nigeria must be safe again. That was his last statement. Nigeria must be safe again. As this young man, has Nigeria ever been safe? Looking at him, he may or may not be up to 40. Ask him, all your life, have you been safe in Nigeria? Has there been security in Nigeria? So when was Nigeria ever safe? For you to say that because Nigeria must be safe again. These are foolish and stupid people living in denial. There is no hope elsewhere except in Biafra. It is Biafra or Biafra or Biafra. No hope anywhere. The people leading you, they don't care about you. They don't know if you're living or not. They just want to make their money and shed your blood. That is it. They know that there is a jihad going on, but all they care is lobbying their faces in Washington, D.C. to cover the atrocities going on in that shithole. They are paying billions, starving you to paint their image, good, while they kill you. So it is high time you all stood up for your right and asked for your freedom. You're not even asking, you're taking your freedom. Our Prime Minister keeps saying it. Chua Yaba has been saying it. Your freedom is in your hand. You have to take it. You have to take it. It cannot be given to you on a platter. So yesterday, my Minister of Information, I listened to your submissions and everything you said. There was something that struck out to me. You said when Ahmadu Bello was around, he fought so hard to put Sharia in the Constitution. And here are people who Ahmadu Bello has killed in their millions with the same Sharia law. They are still celebrating, they are immortalizing him, a jihadist. So you said, why will jihad stop in Nigeria when they are immortalizing the same person who fought so hard to put Sharia in the Constitution? And you said it is not ordinary when the US government asked the Nigerian terrorist government to remove Sharia from their whatever constitution and they refused. It is not ordinary because there's a jihad that has been planned right from the Uthman and Fodio time. So Nigerians need to wake up. Those that are still shouting, I want Nigeria, they need to wake up. There is a jihad going on. And you can't escape from it. If it's not you today, it's your family tomorrow, it's your loved one, it's someone you know somewhere. Now people in Oyo are crying. Everyone is lamenting. Oh, we are being killed. And students, school children are going to school with cutlasses. People are going to school with machetes or machete, however you want to call it. You see? And this is not supposed to be. How long are they going to continue to do this? Wake up. Wake up. Yoruba people, wake up. Fight for your freedom. If you don't want to fight for your freedom, you all will be killed. Biafrans, wake up. Support the Biafra Republic government in exile. They are doing a very tremendous, marvelous job in Washington, D.C. Every eye can see it. Every eye can see it. It is obvious. You cannot deny it. The work that our Prime Minister is doing in Washington, D.C. It speaks volumes. So stand up. Stop sitting on the fence. Support your freedom. Our Minister of Information asked also yesterday, said, will you allow the efforts of our heroes past to be in vain? What is 30th May all about? Is it just a celebration? A day where you wear your beret, you wear your t-shirt, oh, I am IPOB, I am IPOB, you march on the streets, oh, it's 30th of May. What is 30th of May? What does it mean to you? Is it just the celebration? No, it shouldn't be about the celebration. It is a time to let them know that their efforts were not in vain. Their fights were never in vain. And we are here to continue and to achieve that which they died fighting for. Their expectations should not be cut short. They have that faith in us that they fought a battle that will never go in vain. And that is what they're asking for from us. They want us to finish that battle, to give them Biafra, so they can rest in peace. And that is what Brgie is doing. The Biafra Republic government is exiled. That is exactly what we're doing. Please, my people, let's stand up. Let's honor the sacrifices of those heroes that have gone forth before us. Let's fight and get our freedom. Thank you all so much for listening to my long speech, and I appreciate you. Those that are standing strong, keep standing strong. We have to keep fighting until we achieve Biafra. Tomorrow is our fundraising, no matter how small, 1 Ejema, 10 AJ, 100 AJ, 20 Ejema, no matter how small, it goes a long way. Please come and be a partaker of that blessing of Biafra. Akbarawa, God bless you so much, my Minister of Information, for all you do, for your relentless effort. I yield my mic here.
Thank you for Biafra Television.
God bless you.
All praises to God. Thank you very much. All right. The mic is open to everyone. The call line is open. You can call into Voice of Biafra Television and give your views and let Biafrans know that you are in for Biafra. Give them the encouragement that they need. And also, it seems that many Biafrans are no more asking too many questions now. Rather, they are giving their input because everybody understands that Nigeria has been a scam for years. And it is incumbent on the Biafran people to free themselves and free their babies, women, and children. Because the Biafran people have happened to be the only solution to save mankind in the contraption called Nigeria. And we want to make it very clear that if not the Biafran people, the entire people in Nigerian contraption would have all been wiped out by now. We got these messages well enumerated from one of the heroes of 1966 coup January of Nigeria, who had happened to be a Biafran. He said, why we had to carry out the coup was to, one, remove the nepotism, the corruption, the terrorism, the politicians that are doing massive rigging of elections, and the NNPC party that was spearheading jihad. Also to bring Awolowo from prison and to make him the Prime Minister of Nigeria. Also to take out Ahmadu Bello who was the grand pioneer and the godfather of Islamic Sharia jihad. So today, when you see that the jihad is staring all of you to the face again, under the watch of Sultan of Sokoto, who is hiding his face from public sphere, know ye that he is the replica of Ahmadu Bello today. The jihad that is happening in Nigeria is not just happening for no just cause. It's happening as a hereditary continuation plan of conquest agenda which Uthman Dan Fodio started in 1804, transcended into Ahmadu Bello in 1960 to 1966, and it was taken down. And today, in 1999 Constitution, the Sultan of Sokoto made ways to see that the northern politicians are able to infuse and reintegrate the Sharia and Jihad into the Nigerian Constitution. So when you see that Jihad is happening in Nigeria today, it is a repetition of what Uthman Dan Fodio did in 1804. Ahmadu Bello came back to do it in 1960 to 1966, and he was taken out by the coup plotters in 1966, January 15. And today, we see that same jihad coming back again, the Nigerian Constitution of 1999. And it is happening today in full scale. So, it is not a coincidence. It is a well-planned and calculated agenda that needs to be implemented. So, the choice is yours. You can stand idly by and look and remain stupid while the terrorists are taking you out by the numbers. And you can as well come down from your incoherent nature and stop looking stupid, and then come and pick arms to defend yourself by joining the Biafran government in exile, Biafra Liberation Army in the homeland. We look forward to seeing that the Yorubas will wake up, because they said them and the Fulanis were one before. One of the reasons why the coup of January 1566 was carried out, which General Obosi told us yesterday, he said it was to stop the terrorists, the Nigerian government, the jihad that was promulgated by Ahmadu Bello, from eliminating the people of the Middle Belt, the people of the Hausas, the people of the Yorubas, and also to stop the massacre that was to happen few weeks ahead, and the one that even happened few weeks before that January 66 15 coup that was carried out. So now that everybody are running from Nigeria, left, right, center, is it not the same repetition of the template of the Ahmadu Bello Sharia and Jihad plan that happened in 1960 to 66, which led to the January coup? Is it not the same massacre and slaughter of the Yoruba people that we see today? Is it not the same massacre and slaughter of the Middle Beltans people that we see today? Is it not the same slaughter and massacre of the Hausa people that we see today? Oh, these are the things you need to look at and to remember that Nigeria is evolving within the ethics and template and pattern of the Islamic Sharia ethics. So the earlier you wake up to pick up your pattern and to deal with the terrorists, the better for you. Now let's listen to our Ikemba. Ikemba said something here about go on.
But at the end of it, I don't want to go because these things are all, the tapes are available. The records are there. In fact, only about 2 weeks ago, I saw a set of the records again. The transcripts are available. But we talked about the Nigerian situation. And certainly, at the end, everybody says, oh, you tell them this, you did that. The fact was that our case was so clear that I actually believe at the end of Aburi that the problem was not Gawan, but probably some ambassadors in Lagos who were pressing for something else. Because we understood each other. We agreed on every single point. The drafting was, in fact, my chief secretary with 2 other chief secretaries from the other side. They said, no, no, no. And drafted, and agreed, we looked at it, we agreed. General Ankra read over the whole report again to us at the end. Asked us if we wanted to amend anything. No. At the end of all that, the position was so good that actually Ankra drove Jack, Gawan and myself to the airport. Jack was sitting on his left, I was sitting on his right. He was in the middle. And in the course of that journey, at a point, General Ankra shook his head and said, oh, thank you. Thank you. If only we can go on like this, everything would be all right. I believe I was the one. As I do now from time to time, I go for the dramatic. Suddenly I picked up Gawan's hand, put it on Ankra's lap, brought my other hand, placed it on it, and I said, General Sir, hold us together, I want to say something. So General Ankra put his hand on top of the 2 hands, and I said, General, I want to assure you that I am totally satisfied with everything we said. I will even go further and say to you something I did not say at the conference, and that is that once we have implemented everything we have said, I would ask you for one favor and one favor only, and that would be to be the one to propose Jack Gawan as a head of state of Nigeria.
It was a 2-day conference of peers and old mates, but its aftermath produced even further controversy.
When we came back, Ojukwu did not go to make the statement he made first, virtually giving the impression that we've agreed for a confederation to move apart, etc., which was really not in exactly that. If I had had the opportunity to make my broadcast in the first, because that was the agreement, not for him to make the broadcast first, then if I had committed myself to what he said, then there wouldn't have been any problem. But he went and said certain things that certainly looked wrong, and therefore we saw in practically everything he did, I think it was for to play up to the gallery, not being sincere.
At Aburi, yes, we agreed on area commands for the armed forces. At Aburi, we agreed that the police force will be decentralized. We agreed on those. Yes. We agreed. Even to show that we didn't separate, at Aburi we also agreed on a certain revenue formula. That's what happened at Aburi. Aburi again, because I always end up, it sounds odd today, but I always end up saying I must have been naive, because I believed actually that would be the end. I'll confess to you, when I got back to Enugu, oh yes, I had a party, believing that probably the danger was over. That's what we thought. Until they then began to deny everything. It was the denial of Nigeria that made me publish the tapes of Aburi, because we had insisted that each one should have a set of tapes. Everybody talks about confederation. Go and look at the transcript. There is no time that the word confederation came from my lips.
In broad terms, Aburi changed the title of head of state from Supreme Military Commander to Commander-in-Chief, gave the regions control over internal affairs, and concurrence of each region was now required for any decision affecting the whole country.